Welcome to this auspicious day, the 183rd commencement at Colby-Sawyer College. We have gathered to celebrate the accomplishments of the graduating class of 2021. Now please rise if you're able and join graduating senior Alexis Farrell, a public health major from National New Hampshire, in singing the National Anthem. And when finished, please be seated.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the we're so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Alexis. Chair Hogarty, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family and friends, and graduates, welcome to Colby-Sawyer's commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. Graduates, this is your day, yeah. And we look forward to celebrating you and all of your accomplishments. This commencement ceremony and its rituals provide an opportunity to reflect on your journey to this point and to look forward to your next steps. Today we celebrate Colby-Sawyer's history, we honor those whose service and leadership exemplify its values, and we anticipate the promise of your bright futures. Today we will honor two individuals who've led extraordinary careers and lives. Mr. Peter Volonakis, the former president of Corning and longtime trustee at Colby-Sawyer, and Joanne Conroy, the president and CEO of Dartmouth-Hitchcock Health, which has supported Colby-Sawyer nursing for many years in numerous ways. One of Colby-Sawyer's traditions is to ask the Jack Jensen Award recipient, the college's highest teaching honor, to offer the commencement address. This tradition exemplifies our core strength at Colby-Sawyer and the enormous and transformative power of relationships between our students, faculty, and staff. We look forward from hearing from Assistant Professor of Arts and Sciences, Cherie Whipple, in a bit. As your president, however, this is my last opportunity to impart some words of wisdom as well. Your class is unlike any other in that almost half of your experience at Colby-Sawyer has been marked by teaching and learning during a pandemic. Your class was forced to forego so many things that those who have come before you have enjoyed. Athletic seasons, mountain days, gathering with multiple friends without masks, the peace of mind of not having to worry constantly about COVID, and all the anxiety it brought with it the last 15 months. Your classes had to learn a new vocabulary, such as social distancing and Zoom, and some of you have taken mask wearing to a whole new level of fashion. You've grown adept at reading expressions from only the nose up. And yet your class is also unlike those that have come before it in how you have persevered and stuck together through these challenging times. Your class has made a number of sacrifices to enjoy things that cohorts before you have taken for granted, in terms of the relationships and friendships that are the core of a Colby-Sawyer educational experience. I am so proud of the ways that you responded to the COVID crisis, beginning with remote learning last year and finding ways to be on campus together this year, albeit in different ways than you're used to under normal circumstances. I want to thank you for sticking together throughout it all and finding your way through these difficult times. One of the most significant sacrifices of COVID is that your families are not here in person to celebrate with you. And yet each of you has had someone who's supported you along the way. A parent, a family member, a best friend, a faculty member, or a staff member. The fortunate among you has had more than one champion who has celebrated your successes and supported you through your challenges. Though they may not be here in person, I know they are watching and cheering you on. Graduates, I invite you to recognize all of them with a round of applause. As you graduate today into a complicated world, remember that you've learned not only what you need from Colby-Sawyer, but also from enduring a pandemic. Here in New London, we are graced by beauty every day. There are times during this pandemic when I found strength from some beautiful part of this landscape, whether it be the profile of Mount Kearsarge on the edge of campus, the beautiful sunrises and sunsets, the sound of snow crunching under our boots, or the abundant stars. As you move on from this special place, finding beauty on a daily basis may be more difficult, but I implore you not only to look for beauty every day, but to see it and help others see it too. There's a proliferation of information in our world that all too often is applied in simplistic and inaccurate ways more than ever. At Colby-Sawyer, you learned how to think critically, to reason, to see connections between disciplines, to question on what basis an argument was made, and through your capstone projects, to imagine and develop your own contributions to knowledge. Albert Einstein said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we use to create them." In a world that confronts us with information and data, often used to make arguments that support freighted points of view, we need you to add your voices to the conversation. We need you to question, to seek answers, to have the courage to speak up and share your perspectives and knowledge, just as you've done throughout your time here. Today, we send you off into a world that, quite frankly, is polarized. During your time at Colby-Sawyer, you've confronted difference. Think about how many times you realize not everyone sees the world the way you do. Sometimes our instinct is to see those differences as threats, but resist that tendency. Malcolm Gladwell, author of many thought-provoking books, including Outliers, Blink, and The Tipping Point, said, "The key to good decision-making is not knowledge, it is understanding. We are swimming in the former, we are desperately lacking in the latter." At Colby-Sawyer, you not only gain considerable knowledge, you have practiced understanding. As you go forward, continue to respect each other's point of view, to seek to understand, to complement one another's various talents and backgrounds, and to illustrate to those around you that differences do not mean we have to distrust. Dr. Paula Johnson, president of Wellesley College, talks about the power of relationships at small college. Always err in the favor of human connection. It's in relationships, in those connections, that magic happens. It's often where we find the inspiration, where we connect most deeply with the best part of ourselves. Here at Colby-Sawyer, your education has been fostered through the power of relationships, the friends you have made, the faculty who have invested time and support in your success, the staff members who have served as your job supervisor or friendly face in the dining hall. What I have come to learn from my time at Colby-Sawyer is that the relationships built here endure, and they serve as a great foundation on which you can build and pursue your dreams. As you head off to new adventures, find strength in the relationships you have built here, and draw upon one another as you face your new adventures and next challenges. Believe and trust in who you have grown to be and will continue to become. I know that each of you is ready for what comes next. Congratulations. And now we'll begin the awards portion of our ceremony. The college presents its highest honor, the Susan Colgate Cleveland Medal for Distinguished Service, to someone who best exemplifies the institution's first teacher and principal, Susan Colby, and her attributes of hard work, dedication, generosity, influence in the field of education. This year we present the medal to Peter F. Pete Volonakis. Mr. Volonakis, would you please stand and be recognized? Pete, you joined the Colby-Sawyer Board of Trustees in 2012 and served as its chair from 2016 to 2020. During your time as trustee, you served in the board organization, academic affairs, and investment committees, and the admission tuition pricing policy group, and chaired the finance and enrollment committee. As chair of the board, you were committed to shaping and leading an outcomes-based, high-performing board with a primary focus on the long-term well-being of the institution. You and your wife, Kathy, have been generous benefactors of the college. With a respect for and an understanding of the transformative educational experience at Colby-Sawyer, you have made strategic and timely gifts directed at growing the college's endowment and making improvements that are critical to recruiting and retaining students. In 2018, you and Kathy were inducted into the college's Legends Society, which recognizes donors whose philanthropic support totals more than $1 million. This year, you and Kathy made another substantial gift to create a new endowed chair in the president's office, the Volnakis Family Presidential Chair, which is especially fitting since you served as the chair of the college's Presidential Search Committee in 2016. You graduated cum laude in economics from Dartmouth College in 1977 and earned an MBA degree from the Tuck School at Dartmouth in 1982. You had a 28-year career at Corning, one of the world's leading innovators in material science, retiring as president in 2010. In addition to your service to Colby-Sawyer, you serve as a director of the Vanguard Group and trustee of the Vanguard Mutual Funds. You are a member of the BMW Mobility Advisory Board, former director of Hypertherm and the SPX Corporation, an emeritus director of the Corning Museum of Glass, and a former member of the Board of Overseers at the Tuck School. In recognition of the exceptional contributions you have made to the college, you are this year's recipient of the college's highest honor, the Susan Colgate Cleveland Medal for Distinguished Service. The medal recognizes the institution's gratitude for the remarkable way in which you exemplify its first leader's attributes, ensuring that her work, dedication, and influence will be remembered. For your achievements, we are proud to confer upon you the Susan Colgate Cleveland Medal for Distinguished Service. Please join me in congratulating Pete Volonakis. Arthur Levine, former president of Columbia University, described the purpose of an honorary degree as the last lesson a college can teach by showing examples of people who most represent the values the institution stands for. Today's recipient certainly exemplifies the values of Colby-Sawyer. The honorary doctor recognizes an individual of humanitarian character and superior intellect whose life and work have brought about far-reaching positive consequences for individuals and organizations. This year's award is presented to the President and CEO of Dartmouth-Hitchcock Health, Dr. Joanne Conroy. Dr. Conroy, would you please stand and be recognized? Since 2017 and the start of your tenure as Chief Executive Officer and President of Dartmouth-Hitchcock Health, you've been committed to furthering your organization's decade-long academic partnership with Colby-Sawyer College. In 2019, after many years of collaboration between Dartmouth-Hitchcock and Colby-Sawyer on nursing education, you saw the opportunity to partner further to expand high-quality clinical education in nursing and other important health science fields as a way to support Dartmouth-Hitchcock's mission of delivering high-quality patient care by investing in the workforce. Under your leadership, Dartmouth-Hitchcock committed to a multi-year strategic investment in the college of up to $3.2 million to meet the demand for qualified healthcare workers. This support enabled Colby-Sawyer to expand its undergraduate nursing classes, launch 5 new health science programs, develop an associate degree program to further the education of current Dartmouth-Hitchcock employees, and design 2 new tracks for the Masters of Science in Nursing program. In addition to advancing the partnership with Colby-Sawyer, you have prioritized staff morale and engagement for employees across the Dartmouth-Hitchcock health system and have implemented significant improvements in compensation and benefits. Under your stewardship, Dartmouth-Hitchcock announced a $150 million expansion of the Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center in Lebanon and a $59 million expansion at its Manchester location, 2 projects that will increase patient access to key clinical services. You received your undergraduate degree in chemistry from Dartmouth College and your medical degree from the Medical University of South Carolina. You are certified with the American Board of Anesthesiologists, attained a certificate of added qualifications in pain management, and are a diplomat with the American Academy of Pain Management. A committed leader to advancing equity in the workplace, you are a co-founder of Women of Impact, a nonpartisan group of 60 female healthcare leaders nationwide. Modern Healthcare honored you in 2019 as an inaugural recipient of the Women's Leaders Luminary Award, and in 2020 as one of the 50 most influential clinical executives. This year, you are the recipient of an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. The honorary degree recognizes the college's gratitude for the remarkable leadership and the commitment you have offered through your dedication to healthcare and your partnership with Colby-Sawyer College. For this, we are proud to confer upon you, Dr. Joanne Conroy, the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Joanne Conroy. The Jack Jensen Award for Excellence in Teaching is the college's highest teaching award. Each year, the award honors a teacher who communicates high expectations and encourages intellectual curiosity within and across disciplines, respects diverse talents and ways of learning by using variety of instruction, and engages students and inspires them to do their best work. With Assistant Professor of Arts and Sciences, Cherie Whipple, please stand and be recognized. Dr. Whipple joined the Colby-Sawyer faculty in 2017 after spending 12 years researching pancreatic and skin cancer at Dartmouth-Hitchcock's Norris Cotton Cancer Center. She holds a BS in biology from Lake Erie College and an MS in education and a PhD in genetics from the University of New Hampshire. She teaches courses in biology, microbiology, genetics, anatomy and physiology, and laboratory techniques. She recently developed 2 new integrative study courses, a field course in Belize on tropical communities, and a cancer epidemiology course. Dr. Whipple is particularly interested in guiding undergraduate research projects and is an instructor in the biomedical summer research course supported by the New Hampshire IDEA Network of Biomedical Research Excellence. She views teaching as a team activity in which it is her role to share knowledge and support the development of a critical mind. She uses a wide range of teaching techniques, incorporating real-world examples, encouraging review of current literature, and posing questions that require hypothesis-driven problem-solving skills. One nominator wrote, "Cherie is one of the most enthusiastic professors I have met. She loves what she does, the classes she teaches, and the students. She is always excited to share her knowledge and strives to make learning and scientific inquiry fun, all while communicating high expectations." Dr. Whipple serves as faculty representative to the Board of Trustees, chair of the Faculty Development Committee, and member of the Faculty Personnel Committee. She is a volunteer and board member with the New Hampshire Academy of Science and was recently awarded 2 grants that will advance science research at the college and throughout the state. Please join me in congratulating Professor Cherie Whipple. According to Colby-Sawyer tradition, the recipient of the Jack Jensen Award delivers the commencement address, and so I turn the lectern over to Dr. Whipple, whose speech is entitled, "Breathe, Believe, and Persevere."
Look at, I grew 5 inches, just like that. Awesome, I've been waiting for that growth spurt for a long time. I'm gonna take my own advice. I'm gonna take a breath. I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you, President Stubner. Thank you for voting for me, nominating me, and congratulations, most importantly, congratulations, class of 2021. You did it. Woo! Awesome. I commend you on all of your hard work. Take a deep breath. You did it. You did it. Relish your accomplishment and be thankful. I echo President Stubner's words, no one got here alone. Parents, friends, faculty, and staff have played supportive roles. Let's give them yet another applause. Wow, what a year this has been. None of us ever thought we would need to learn to navigate Zoom, wear masks, do constant nasal swabs, and not hug our friends or families when times were tough. If someone had suggested I should try to teach to 2 classrooms simultaneously as well as to a remote student population, all by wearing a mask and moving this little camera around the room, I would have said, no thanks, I'm all set. But we did it. We did it together. We learned to adapt, to adjust, be flexible, and to pivot. We showed determination, resiliency, and grit. And we became better together. Over the past year and a half, we have learned we are all in this together, and that what we say and what we do can greatly impact others in either a positive or a negative way. Thank you for being a positive force here at Colby-Sawyer and in the world around us. I am especially excited for you as I feel very connected to you and this school, because I, like many of you, was the first and only one from my family to go away to college and earn a bachelor's degree. I attended a small liberal arts college, much like Colby-Sawyer, and worked to pay for it all on my own. It is from these connections that I want to tell you a few stories about how I got here and what I have learned along the way. I was so excited to go to college. I remember the first day setting up my dorm room, eager to do something, to do everything, and to meet everyone. I went to college thinking I'd be either pre-med or pre-vet. I hadn't really decided. I knew I loved science, exploration, and caring for others. My parents thought my being a vet was a great idea. They understood what a veterinarian did and were certain I'd make tons of money as a vet. I know, I heard a few people laugh. It seemed to make sense. I'd recently bought a 4-year-old horse, and I brought her to college with me, certain that horses would be part of my career also. I loved college. I played soccer, was president of SGA, acted in several plays, and rode on 2 equestrian teams, all while following the pre-med track and working 2 jobs. Sound familiar to anyone? Yeah, I thought so. But much to my parents' chagrin, I decided I did not want to be a vet, nor did I want to own and run my own riding stable. I'd taken genetics, animal behavior, microbiology, and botany with 2 amazing professors, Dr. Walther and Dr. Belanger, and thank you to them. I'd completed a summer internship at the Medical College of Ohio studying immunology. I was completely hooked to constantly learning new things, and I found cancer research fascinating. So I decided I was going to be a college professor. I did not know how extremely difficult it was to become a professor when I made this my goal. I only knew that I loved the constant pursuit of new knowledge and greater understanding of human biology. Genetics provided a common thread between all of the varied biological courses I took as part of my liberal education. I wanted to share my love of science and my wonder of the world around me with other curious minds. So yes, even though I broke out in red hives each time I spoke in front of people, true story, even though the likeliness of finding a position was slim, and even though my parents had no idea why in the world I was doing this, this was going to be the path for me. I didn't know how to get there exactly. I basically made it up as I went. I asked my science professors what was the very next thing I needed to do. Apply to graduate school, they said. So I did. And then, one step at a time, and 6 arduous years later, I was ready to receive my MS in education and a PhD in genetics. When I invited my parents, who never went to college and who thought that in college you basically only worked 2 to 4 hours a day, only when in lecture, to my college commencement, they responded lightly, "Nah, we'll catch the next one." I laughed. I understood that there was no way for them to fully comprehend 6 long years of being in the lab all hours of the day and night. The constant failures and a smattering of successes, the tears, the accomplishments, and the unbelievable frustrations. But that was okay, because I knew the growth I had made in my intellect, my critical mind, and my strength. I knew I had the grit necessary to do anything I put my mind to. I had worked hard for these degrees, not to impress others, but as steps towards my long-term goal. And I was proud of myself and of my choices. And importantly, my friends and husband were there for it all. They provided much appreciated support and encouragement. They helped make it possible, because here is the ultimate truth. No one does it alone. We all need help along the way. So, I had my 2 degrees. Next step, a quick 2-year postdoc, buy a little house, renovate it, move to the actual job, have 2 kids by the time I was 35. I had a clear plan. It was going to be perfect. Sure. Because that's always what happens. Things always go as planned, right? 12 years later, 12 years of applying for teaching positions and hearing, sorry, we had 300 qualified applicants. You were among the top 5, but you were not selected for the position. Did you know that there are thousands more qualified applicants than full-time college teaching positions available? Yeah, me neither. But I think it was better I didn't know. If I had known, would I have concluded it wouldn't happen for me? So why try? That it would be better to find a different path rather than to risk failing? I hope not, because I now know that the greatest mistake anyone can make is to be afraid of making one. One could look at this as I failed for 12 years, but that would be completely incorrect. Perspective is important. During that time, life continued to happen, and it was awesome. I studied pancreatic cancer and melanoma. In fact, I created a new mouse model of pancreatic cancer. I published in top-tier journals, and I was awarded several grants. Most importantly, I had 2 beautiful children. And funny enough, I actually made my goal of 2 kids by 35, by a whole 30 hours. They are my best accomplishments in life, and talk about a shift in perspective. They have taught me more about perspective and what is important in my life than any college degree ever could. During those 12 years, I was open to new challenges and opportunities. In fact, at one point, I found myself teaching math and science to 4th and 5th graders. I was out of my element for sure. I had no classroom management training and no experience teaching or raising 8 to 12-year-olds. And this was the time when fidget spinners, fidget cubes, and bottle flipping during class was all the rage. Getting them to focus was a challenge. Breathe and believe. I decided to pull from what I knew. In math class, we talked about the dimensions of the ice skating rink I was building at home and how much lumber I would need to purchase. In science class, we discussed whether it was better to wear chainmail or your birthday suit during a lightning storm. I must admit I have not tried that out, just so you know. It was during this time that I became connected to the New Hampshire Academy of Science. We renovated a barn. I knew how since I had just renovated a house, which, by the way, we still own, and built a molecular biology lab for middle and high school students to do novel research. I stayed connected with them. In fact, we were awarded a $1.2 million grant last year, part of which is being used for a new science education course here at Colby-Sawyer that Amy Lyon and I have developed together called Invoking Wonder Through Science. Coincidentally, it was on a run with a friend that she mentioned that Colby-Sawyer had an opening for a biology professor position. If I was interested, she said, you should apply ASAP. So I did, the very next day. Oddly enough, this was right around when I was seriously trying to convince myself that I'd put up the good fight and that there were plenty of other careers that I was highly qualified for. What were the chances that I'd be offered a job 2 miles from my own house? Well, the chances may have been low, but that is exactly what happened. I got the job. Breathe, believe, and persevere. While the journey is far from over, and I have much more to learn, I'm telling you this story today so as to share with you what I have learned along the way, to share the strengths to me as well as the lessons I've learned along the way. And because I was thinking of where you likely are right now, accomplished, but likely uncertain about that next step, feeling like maybe you need to have everything figured out. A few weeks ago, my daughter, 7 years old at the time, said to me, her face heavily perplexed, "Mom, there are so many things I want to do when I grow up." She proceeded to list 7 to 8 things, from artist to scientist. I love them all. How will I ever decide? Then, the next day, and well, nearly every day this past semester, students have had a similar stressed expression, stating perplexed, I have 1 month to figure out what I am going to do with the rest of my life. Wow. Such pressure we put on ourselves, such unrealistic expectations. There is not one path to follow, not one set direction, just like there is not just one thing that describes who you are. You are made of many things, many talents, and many interests. Yet another reason you are graduating from a liberal arts college. Embrace this. You didn't get to this point in one giant leap. As you've learned over your time at Colby-Sawyer, you just need to break things down to the next step. It's like the horse said in one of my absolute most favorite books, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. I can't see a way through, said the boy. Can you see your next step? Asked the horse. Yes. Just take that, said the horse. Sometimes every step you take is a victory. And I need another drink of water. You don't need to have it all figured out right now, but if you do, that's wonderful. Goals and plans provide a structure. They help drive the dream, but there are many paths to get there. Enjoy the journey, the process, the side trips along the way. It won't be easy, but what thing that is ever worth doing is? And if it was easy, would you feel proud and accomplished? If you always win, then you won't have the experience of learning, proving to yourself that you can do it, finding out what doesn't work, learning from your failures, and being creative, finding a new way, unique way to do something, your way, your path. Don't be afraid of failure. Be afraid of not trying. Failure should be celebrated, as it takes courage and strength to try, to ask for help, and to not know the end result or even the path to get there, but to try anyway. Let previous experiences in your own inner voice guide you. Know that should one path not work, there will be another path, potentially a better or more fun path. And if there isn't a clear one in front of you, you will get out your machete, your paintbrush, your connections, and you will make one. It will be your path. What you learn along the way will guide you. Along the way, remember to stop, breathe, take a breath, recollect yourself, go for a run, laugh with friends, reflect on how far you've come, do yoga, walk the beach, whatever allows you to focus and rejuvenate. Then believe. Believe you can do it. Tell yourself, I've got this. Believe it. Believe you can take that next step. And when you get there, you'll take the next one too. Don't doubt yourself. Squelch those doubts. Truly, the only voice that could stop you is your own self-doubt. Don't listen to it. When the doubts rise, stop, breathe, believe, and persevere. Failure is only a failure if you quit. Otherwise, it is an awesome way to challenge yourself and learn something new. Every failure, mistake, experience, and new opportunity will teach you something. Something about yourself, your career path, knowledge about the job, or the importance of working with others. You won't always know how it will impact you or when, but I guarantee you, at some point in the future, you will connect back to that challenge and the light will go on. You will have that sudden realization that the previous challenge occurred so as to prepare and educate you for this one. It doesn't matter what your goal is, how big or how small. It is your goal, your accomplishment. But it is important to remember that none of us do it alone. Surround yourself with the correct structure, support structure. Be grateful. And be part of that support structure for someone else. When you stop to breathe, ask yourself, what is truly important to me? What makes me happy? What am I thankful for? What can I give and do more for others? Keep a happy journal. When I was in graduate school and I was really struggling, I would jot down 3 things that made me smile each day. Sometimes it was simple as the smell of cut grass, time for a quick dinner with my husband, a friend who gave me a hug, or just finally laying my head on the pillow at the end of a long, grueling day. But it gave me perspective and a positive mindset. Many of my stresses were temporary, and I had so much to be thankful for. Choose to be positive. I can't tell you how many opportunities arose just from being a positive and enthusiastic person. Be compassionate and helpful to others. You never know what seemingly small gesture could be just the thing that keeps someone else going or gives him or her the strength to continue. Tell others you care and appreciate them. Remember, small actions can make a big difference. Positivity is contagious. There are just so many things I want to tell you, and if you know me, you know that is not a surprise. I can talk all day long. I won't. And I can connect just about any topic back to the lecture at hand. Right, guys? Yes. It's a rare skill. What can I say? But here are some of the main lessons I've learned along the way. Embrace wonder. Be inspired. Set goals. And work hard. But remember to stop. Breathe and believe. Enjoy the process. Challenge yourself. Be proud of yourself. But keep pushing to new heights. There is always something wonderfully new to learn. Celebrate. Life is short, so enjoy it. Be positive. Do what you love, but be flexible. Treasure your friends, your family, whoever is there to make you laugh, hear you vent, or give you a hug. They are there to celebrate your accomplishments with you. Be thankful. Be kind. Take small steps. Collaborate. Have some grit. And, my fellow Chargers, charge ahead. Congratulations on all that you've done so far. I believe you can and will do great things. You got this. Congratulations.
The David H. Winton Baccalaureate Award is presented to the baccalaureate degree graduate who ranks highest in scholarship amongst those in the graduating class. Would Anathet Helene please join me? Anathet Helene, go ahead. Anathet Helene is a self-designed major in international business from Espoo, Finland. In creating her major, she curated an academic plan incorporating business, psychology, sociology, and political studies in preparation for a career in an increasingly globalized business world. Anathet has studied the culture, customs, religions, and politics of other countries, sought to understand international markets, and examine current social issues. In 2020, she completed an internship with Nestle Finland. Her capstone, titled From Globalization to Glocalization, the one letter that makes all the difference, focused on the impact of social media on the field of marketing. Anathet is an insightful and thoughtful student. One faculty member said, Anathet keeps her eyes focused on the relationship between the classroom and the world, and she is consistently able to evaluate how a theory or concept would play out in the real world of politics and business. Anathet's skills were evident not only in the classroom, but also in her leadership and involvement on campus. She worked as a peer educator in the Student Learning Collaborative and was a member of the Student Government Association and the Presidential Blue Key Society. Please join me in congratulating the top scholar in the class of 2021 and the recipient of the David H. Winton Baccalaureate Award, Anathet Helene.
The Colby-Sawyer Award is given to the graduate who, in the opinion of the faculty, best exemplifies the ideals of the college and personal dignity, intellectual growth, contribution to campus life, and constructive influence on other students. Would Quinn Stubner please come forward? A Wesson Honors Scholar and a double major in Sport Management and Business Administration, Quinn Stubner is not only an outstanding student, but also a valuable contributor to the co-curricular life of the college. Since arriving at Colby-Sawyer from Boise, Idaho, Quinn has established himself as a student leader respected by faculty, staff, and students alike. Quinn has consistently dedicated his time, knowledge, and passion for learning to the college community and has been an emerging leader, orientation leader, and advancement ambassador. He has worked at the Student Learning Collaborative as a peer educator and student tutor since his sophomore year. He was a member of the Exercise and Sports Sciences Majors Club and the rugby team, and he served as captain of the men's ice hockey team. Quinn has earned a spot on the Dean's List every semester. He is a member of Alpha Chi Honor Society and has completed 3 internships and 3 capstone projects. In 2020, Quinn was awarded the Margaret Marnie A. Kurtz Merit Award for Business Excellence for his motivation, eagerness to learn, respectability, and integrity. Please join me in congratulating this year's Colby-Sawyer Award recipient, Quinn Stubner. Each year, the seniors, faculty, and staff nominate someone from the graduating class to offer remarks and remembrances. This year, Kaya Elaine was chosen as the senior commencement speaker. Please come forward. Kaya Elaine, a public health major from Dorchester, Massachusetts, is an actively involved student and leader on campus. A bold scholar, Kaya is a member of Colby-Sawyer's chapter of the Bold Women's Leadership Network, a highly selective national program of female scholars. In addition to her academic work, Kaya has served as the senior class treasurer, president of the dance club, and a student ambassador in admissions. She is a member of the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Task Force and has done diversity work for the Student Activities Office. She has also been an orientation leader, a member of the Orientation Board, and the Women's Basketball Manager. She believes that active involvement in the community is the key to opening doors and having an outstanding experience, and that breaking out of your comfort zone is essential to achieving your goals and dreams. A staff member said, Kaya is extremely positive and optimistic in the face of reality and challenge. She displays a common sense approach and has demonstrated a natural inclination to lead and support initiatives which benefit the entire Colby-Sawyer community. Please welcome her as she delivers her address titled, Measurable Moments.
Thank you, Dean Davis. Good morning, President Stubner, Chair Hogarty, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. Well, take a look around and sit in this moment, because we have finally made it, class of 2021. To our dear family and friends that could not physically be here today, we love and thank you for standing by our side through these past 4 years. We could have not done this without you. Even though you are not physically here, we know you are cheering us on from the comfort of your own home. I personally would like to thank my niece Jai, my sister Taisha, my other family members, but most importantly, my mother, for being my role model and motivation through everything I have endured these past 4 years at Colby-Sawyer College. I am honored to be the selected senior to give this commencement address. When I was contemplating how to best describe these past 4 years, it seemed daunting due to all the significant life events that we as a class have lived through together. But it occurred to me that I should go to our class members, my fellow graduates, to describe our college experiences. Some of the words and phrases you used to describe this time were adventurous, exciting, overwhelming at times, stressful, but most importantly, a second home for all of us. With all of these statements and words, we as a class have found friends and formed relationships with the entire Colby-Sawyer community that will last us a lifetime. Looking back at some of the experiences we all had, some of you had stories to tell. From the quick drives to Buckland Beach and Lake Sunapee, to hiking up Mount Kearsarge on Mountain Day, to never winning a prize at Wacky Bingo, Your experiences did not disappoint. Personally, one of my favorites will always be during the dance club shows, standing backstage with my friends preparing for our next number, while listening to the crowd scream Sweet Caroline. And we cannot forget the most awkward yet fun experience we all had cramming into the gym at the beginning of orientation week during Playfair, meeting our future classmates and friends while simultaneously making fools of ourselves. With all of the overwhelming moments we may have faced during midterms, finals, and especially capstone, it is important to keep in mind a quote by Maya Angelou, that life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. This, of course, would not be a complete speech without mentioning the trials of the past year, especially the coronavirus. In March of 2020, our junior year was cut short. We had to watch as our friends in the senior class were unable to participate in normal senior activities, and we transitioned to online learning. Now, all of that alone was a lot, but throw in quarantines, orders to stay in place, and a deadly virus, things start to take a toll on everyone. Luckily, in the fall, we were able to resume in-person and hybrid learning for our senior year. And despite all the highs and lows, we persevered, and we have made it here today. But of course, none of this would have been possible without the tireless efforts from our administration, Board of Trustees, Baird, and of course, the faculty and staff who put their lives on the line for our education. So at this time, I would like to ask everyone to give a round of applause for these amazing people, because we certainly would not be here today without them. The next trial we were faced with struck the entire country, as it was a topic that questioned our morals, sympathy, and understanding of others' lived experiences. In short, we were faced with a turning point in the fight for racial equality. Now, for myself, when I initially decided to attend a predominantly white institution, as a woman of color, I did hold some hesitation, just as many of my friends had as well. I wanted to ensure that wherever I went, the college would support me and my community in our struggles and would be willing to hear and amplify our voices. And I'm happy to report Colby-Sawyer did just this. Within the rise in police brutality and crimes committed against minorities amplified by this past summer, the institution has given a voice to its students and faculty of color. I was lucky enough to join the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Task Force in order to improve our school and while helping educate others on their implicit biases and explaining what it means to be a Black woman in America. I was impressed by the community's willingness and ability to learn and do better. Well, we are now headed onto the next chapter in our lives. Whether that be going to graduate school, traveling around the world, becoming a nurse, applying for our first professional position, or still determining what your next steps may be. Either way, we have reached a jumping-off point. And with the support of each other and the Charter community, we are now entering the real world. I could not be prouder of all that we have accomplished during our time here together, and I cannot wait to see what the rest of our lives hold for us. As Hannah Montana once said, life is what you make it, so let's make it rock. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaya, for offering your reflections today. We wish you all the best. And now, the time has come for the most anticipated part of our ceremony, the conferring of degrees. Will the class of 2021 please stand?
We will award degrees individually, alphabetically by major. President Stubner and Chair of the Board of Trustees, Lisa M. Hogarty, class of '81, will confer the degrees. President Stubner, these students are candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science.
By the authority granted me by the legislature of the state of New Hampshire and the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Colby-Sawyer College, I hereby confer the appropriate degrees upon those students who have met the requirements for graduations. Congratulations, you may be seated.
Bachelor of Arts, Studio Art, Talia Anya Dinger. Communication Studies, Madeline Patricia Dalton. Adrina Summer Devisovic. Braden Iterando. James P. Reed. Leah Ellen Tremendozi. Ashley Marie Vajentic. Creative Writing, Reuben Juniper McNeil. Crime and Legal Studies, Alec M. Burns. Alexandra Rose Sahowitz. Graphic Design, Angelica V. Kirk. Amelia Jane Mangini. Egan Michael Roberge. History and Political Studies, Audrey Austin Barnes. Tatiana Michelle Janae Bates. Matthew James Russell. Psychology, Robin Marie Baldwin. Emily Catherine Barton. Jasmine Kendall Page Bell. Ashley G. Capillo. Mackenzie Dwyer Freeman. Taylor Harduck. Kayla Rumay Morby. Rebecca Jane Patterson. Jocelyn Dana Wainwright. Self-designed, Liam Michael Fleming. Anathat Katharina Helene. Joshua Machin. Amber Marie Nicholson. Ken Jerry Sendrit. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic Design, Laksh Balu. Jacob B. Kamet. Nora Huddleston. Madison L. Lambert. Bachelor of Science, Athletic Training, Amber Jade Davis. Maxwell William Judge. Brooklyn Marcotte. Elliot John Musso. Sean Spenard. Darian Corey Pierce Nolet Sweat. Austin J. Woodward. Biology, Megan Bishop. Erica Lee Blanchett. Ze Chen Han. Matthew Merrick Kelly. Ashlyn Mayberry. Ruth Maribel Padilla Garcia. Cameron Peter Stevens. Bridget Tursek. Business Administration, Jenna G. Bassett. Claire Priscilla Brady. Andrew Broning. Cameron Brooks. Michael T. Callum. Erin Nicole Carberry. William B. Carlson. Jacob M. Carrier. Ryan Comiskey. Jessica Cordelia Almeida Silva. Aiden Page Bracha. Jacob Michael Paul Gillen. Justin Gordon. Madison Elizabeth Ayaria. Andrew Kovacs. Julia Dorothy Langto. Cheryl Ann Lawson. Emily Lyons. Daniel Joseph Munger. Chelsea A. Perry. Michael R. Queen. Ahmad Raji. Dibin Sanju. Jacob William Beersen. Wait. I didn't know you were, okay. Quinn Stubner. I don't know why Quinn wasn't listed in here. That's what happens with double majors. Yeah. Edward James Wiley. Matthew Thomas Williamson. Yashu Yang. Leah, did you want to go now? Leah Tremendozzi. Out of order. She's another double major. Child Development. Cassandra Rose Baldwin. Margaret Fox. Paige Mackenzie Leary. Emma Shaberly. Child Development Education Prep. Madison Johansson. Julia Jean Roy. Brianna Elizabeth Sheehan. Environmental Science, Maggie Grant. Cassandra Ann Lashir. Jacob Raymond McCormick. Amy Twyla Stockberger. Ethan Scott Sweet. Environmental Studies, Abigail Castriata. Jacob Norman Wynn. Exercise Science, Yanis Behlivanos. Amanda Michelle Boyd. Mackenzie M. Buzzle. Riley Leanne Corrigan. Owen Alexander Cottle. Emma Catherine Kibbe. Daniel George McChrystal. Allison Piracini. Brady Allison Stoltz. Jessica Tattersall. Nathaniel Nahum Tavino. Emily A. Vroman. Austin Whaley. Noah Yangst. Nursing, Rachel Caroline Basile. Avery S. Betcheff. Chad Kenneth Bernard. Carly Eliza Boudreau. Avery Caroline Brennan. Emily C. Calise. Margaret J. Carter. Riley Lynn Chevalier. Brianna Nicole Kucher. Alyssa Ray DeMarinis. Kaylee Demitrozic. Marielle Eve Dupree. Maria Elizabeth Gapp. Alexandria Marie Gasing. Jonathan D. Glidden. Janae Ann Jang. Samantha J. Lacombe. Abigail Jane Ladd. Macy L. Lepan. Erica Leland. Stephanie R. Luce. Kendra Elizabeth Martin. Lauren M. Massey. Nicole S. Macheski. Sarah J. Morin. Marissa Nicole Nance. Elizabeth Lucia Knott. Nicole S. Palmer. Samuel J. Pushy. Callan Elizabeth Reese. Isabella Mary Robinson. Leah Robley. Lauren Rachel Rashow. Garrett J. Scahill. Molly Rose Schilling. William D. Schmidline. Ariana H. Sullivan. Catherine Rose Sutton. Tierney Thompson. Casey Lynn Wilson. Emily Woodward. Public Health, Kaya Elaine. Zoe Marie Dottier. Alexis Marie Farrell. Elizabeth M. Foster. Madden Kennedy. Stephen C. Moody. Taylor Jean Pike. Promise Troa. Annalise Volkart. Sport Management, Jesse Joseph Galanti. Dallas Michael Robinson. Andrew John Strainer. Quinn Lewis Stubner. Nathan Jacob Verge. Maxwell Wingard.
Will the graduates please stand? For those in the audience, let's congratulate the class of 2021. Graduates, if you have not already done so, you may move your tassels from right to left as a symbol of your graduation. We wish you well as you go forth, and we hope your careers and personal lives bring you happiness and great satisfaction. You will always be part of the Colby-Sawyer family wherever you go, and we hope you will return often to your home here in New London. Congratulations to each and every one of you. In order to continue the festivities and congratulations, we will recess out of the tent. Your faculty and staff will create an honor corridor in which you, the graduates, our newest Colby-Sawyer alumni, will walk and receive our congratulations. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you.